So unfortunately, no one managed to join, guys, in time. I waited for like 10 minutes, no one showed up. So I'm just gonna do a recording of what we are going to talk about. Right, so we're gonna look at dollar index. First and foremost, we're gonna look at dollar index, and we need to really look at how it has been trading for the past let's say 2 days, including today and Monday, plus Friday's trading. So as you can see on the chart, we had a rally into 98,250 on Friday. Price rallied into 98,250, of which, if you remember correctly, 98,250 is a strong pivot point on the dollar index. So what does that mean? So you're gonna see tendencies of whereby price rallies up or price rallies down, but it will always be attracted to 98,250. For how long? That's what I'm not sure about. So we're going to look at it from a technical point of view. So now we can see Monday's trading day was a down day, right? There was a bit of a loss of the gains that it had. There was a bit of a loss. Dollar lost a bit, but that's like a drop in the ocean. And then today we had another rally back into 98.50 on. Oh yes, by the way, I'm on a daily time frame. So what does this imply? Clearly, sellers are looking to come in at 98.250, but they don't have the momentum to push price down. So sellers are looking to come back into the market, because as you can see, we had a strong rally last week. The bulls took control. They took out all these highs here, so the bulls took control. So at this moment in time, the bulls are in control of the market, but just only. So 98,250 is going to be a very important level that we have to take note of. Remember, that's the new level that we are looking at. Prior to 98,250, we were looking at 97.70 and 97.50. Those were the levels that we were talking about on dollar index. So now let's see what that looks like when we place our Fibonacci levels. Okay, now I have dropped down to a H4 time frame. I'm sure you can all relate to the chart. It was shared in the group. This is the rally from last week. That's the rally from last week. You can see price took out this high, price took out here, and price took out the liquidity that was there. And then there was a push to the upside. So now, placing the fibs from the lowest point prior to the breakout to the highest high. Of course, price has moved now, so things might have changed, but we are still on the same bias. Right now, we're looking to trade dollar to the upside. So Sunday, I did say, okay, we're gonna see a retracement on the dollar index. Yes, it did retrace, but it didn't reach our OTE, which was coming in at 97.80, 97.78. That was where I was anticipating dollar index to retrace to, but it didn't. It only went as far as here, 97.95, somewhere there, of which you can see it's a new demand level that was created in the market. You see this demand here. on an H4 time frame. So price respected this demand, then it rallied to the upside. So now I'm still of the notion that dollar index has to push to the downside a bit. I'm still expecting a move to 97.80 before a strong push to 98.80. I'm still expecting dollar to push down to retrace back to 97.78, 97.80, which is where we are going to be looking for long entries. And this in turn means gold and fiber, they'll be taking a hit, guys. Gold and fiber, especially gold, it will drop like massively, of which we've already seen that from yesterday's trading. So this drop on dollar index, which went all the way to 97.95, you can clearly see if we switch to gold. Let me switch to gold. You can clearly see how gold reacted. Gold did drop also into a strong technical area of 1450. Remember, gold touched 1450 yesterday, but it closed above, right? Gold closed above. Now you can see on the chart, I highlighted price point 1459.14 on dollar, 1459 per ounce on gold, sorry. That is the lowest of October. That price point is very important on gold. If we have a daily close above 1459, a daily close above 1459, if we have a daily close above 1459, then we can see gold retracing back to 1480. If we have a close above this low here, if price closes above this low, then there's much greater potential that gold will rally to 1480 or even all the way to 1415. But this in turn now should be supported by dollar index. We need to be focusing on what? The dollar index. By the time we are talking of that on gold, probably dollar index would have retraced all the way to 97.70 or 97.80. So it's very important that we always take note in the coming 2-3 days where the daily close for gold is. You see, the moment it closes above October's low, then we're going to have opportunities to take the market to the upside. This in turn means dollar index has to be losing value a bit. There has to be some losses being incurred on the dollar index. So as for gold, you can clearly see I've shared this in the group. 1450, a very strong technical price point on gold, due to the fact that it was a new level of demand that was created there on that candle here. So I'm really expecting the buyers to come in. Buyers should come in here, but now there is quite a lot of fundamentals that could support a further drop on gold. You see, there's quite a lot of fundamentals that could further support more bearishness on gold. Like a while ago we had Trump speaking. I haven't followed that up. To hear exactly what he was saying, but yeah, it's things that you have to consider when you're looking at gold. So as for fiber, the same applies. We're going to be looking for long entries. Right now fiber did break $10.225. Fiber broke $10.225 because you can clearly see there's liquidity here. So price has to clear up this liquidity. Price is going for the liquidity here. And also if we put our resistance line there, if we put our trend line here, where did price break and close above? There we go. So that's the 1.098. obviously it's not to the pip, but you can clearly see where price is heading. Price is heading there. Why there? Because this is the new level of demand that was created. So there is going to be liquidity there. Price will look to swap in and then probably close above before it rallies to the upside. You can clearly see we had a secular return. Yes, of course there were a bit of bounces here, but to return to this demand zone here, price went all the way up. Now we are back to that level. So we need to look at that price point on Euro USD. That's our interest price area of interest on Euro USD. We need to focus on that level there when price, because already you can see price is cleared up the liquidity here. Let me just highlight that. You can see that it has already cleared here. These lows have been cleared, they've been violated already. So where is the next area of interest on Fibre? Here, right? So price is definitely heading down there, right? So when it reaches this point, switch to your dollar index, then take note how dollar index is doing. This is a H4 time frame for Fibre. Let me show you something. This is specifically for Moja, right? You see we had a rally, then we had a M formation here, which was breached here, and then price fell, right? Price fell. Now if we switch, let me switch to dollar index H4, right? Dollar index H4, you can clearly see the same thing. We had a drop on price, then we had this M formation here. You see, M formation which was breached here, and then price rallied, right? Price rallied. So the more we are going to see bearishness on dollar index, right? The more we get bearishness on dollar index, the more we are going to get bullishness on Fibre, right? Around here, then we start seeing bullish evidence, or we start hunting for bullish evidence on lower time frames like 30 minutes and H1 for our entries to the upside. So everything is governed by what the dollar index is going to be doing, of which at this moment in time we are going to be looking for a retracement on dollar index to this area, right? Yes, you can also trade the moment it reaches our first profit scaling area. The moment dollar touches here, and then you start seeing rejections like this. You see the past those three green candles, there was a rejection of the 98,250, right? That rejection in itself should also give you opportunities on lower time frames when you look at, say, gold. If you go on lower time frames on gold, let me go to H1. It will give you opportunities to go long, of which now on gold you can see that the moment dollar index rejected 98,250, it's the same price action on gold where it's rejecting the 1450 zone. You see, that's 52 pips. Today gold offered two good entries to the upside, 52 pips, because of dollar index rejecting 98,250. So gold was also rejecting 1450. So it's about the zones, guys. Take note of the zones, then you wait for those zones to show the price action, which is going to give you better chance to trade the market. So you'd have highlighted, okay, now we have highlighted that dollar index, our area of interest is 98,250, right? This is our area of interest for now, which is a strong supply level. You see, it's a strong supply zone here. This is a strong supply zone, the 98,250, right? It's going to be very difficult for that zone to be breached or to be violated. But I'm not saying it cannot happen. It can happen. Tomorrow Powell is speaking. We have to take note of that. So it can happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen. What is he going to talk about when he testifies to the Congress? So we need to take note of the 98,250 and capitalize on that. You see, the moment we see strong rejections of 98,250 to the downside, the moment we also going long on Fibre and USD JPY, and we will be shorting the Japanese yen against the dollar. You see, it's that simple. We have to be in a position to follow those rules, guys. We wait for those levels to be touched, to be reached, and price action should show us that, okay, no, this is the right time now to what? To enter into the market. Because as you look at it, like currently you can see gold has rejected 98,250. Then let me switch to dollar index has rejected 98,250. Now I'm gonna switch to gold. You can also see gold has rejected 1450. You see this candle here, this candle right here with the wick.
The time is 2100 hours.
That was a clear stop hunt. Two equal lows. They're too clean. You see these lows? Two equal lows. Spiked. Market close above. There's your entry to the upside. That's a lot of pips, guys. You see? It doesn't have to be difficult trading. You see? Let me go to a 30-minute time, 15-minute time frame, and then you can see. You see? Price spike into demand, cleared up these two equal lows. That's a clear stop hunt. Rallied back, close above. There is your entry to the upside. You see? You would have got out with already 30-40 pips on this trade. You see? 30-40 pips. If you're gonna hold the trade, then your target is the October low, which is the 1459 zone. So guys, it's very important that we respect the zones that we have mentioned. Like right now, we've got the 98,250 on Fibre, and then on Euro USD, we've got the dollar 1.098. That's the price point that we are focusing on, that we are looking to trade at. You see that level there. So I'm expecting Fibre to also dip down into that zone. So due to the magnitude of the fundamentals that are coming through, guys, so just be careful with the market this week, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. This is what I wanted to share with you in the session. Unfortunately, I'm sure people are busy, but it's not gonna deter us to keep going forward. So let's keep at it, guys, and let's do our homework. Let's do our home. If I give people an assignment, people must do their assignment. The assignment for USD JPY that I gave on Sunday, only 2-3 people send me their responses. The rest dololo. So yeah, that's much about it, guys, and I hope you have a great trading week. And don't force the trades, guys. Wait for the levels. You see, don't force the trades. Wait for the levels to be reached, and then you'll be smiling. It's that easy. So yeah, for those who haven't subscribed, the new members, subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications every time I post a video. I'm going to be creating a short series regarding the 4 principles of the market, which is retracements, consolidations, expansion, and so it's retracement, consolidations, expansion, and ranging. So I'm going to be doing a new series. It will be a short, precise series, but it's going to be a bit it's an advanced topic in our supply and demand concept. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel to get the updates and notifications when I post those videos in the coming week or 2. So anyway guys, have a great evening and happy trading. Cheers.